October 14th through the 16th, and the weather looks pretty good after we start off with a little bit of rain to start the day today, after the heavy rain that came through overnight last night, where we picked up 1 to 2 inches of rain, some spots even over 2 inches of rain, it looks like, here over southern Vermont, which was we've actually been a little dry over the last couple of weeks, so pretty we've kind of busted through the summer drought we had a while ago, but certainly still always good to get a little bit of rain. Came through overnight, so overall not going to complain too much. Didn't really see too much in the way of wind issues over southern Vermont either as well. Certainly some gusty winds last night, but nothing damaging or anything like that. So here's our system as it is pulling moisture up now to our east, and you can see we've got some clearing here to our west. This will make its way in, and then we've got this big upper level swirl in the atmosphere. This is some real cool air for this time of year. Matter of fact, if you want to, we'll show you in a second on the radar, there is some of this is falling as snow in northern Minnesota. But this cold pool of air is mostly going to stay to our west. Matter of fact, tomorrow will be quite warm for this time of year. As we get a little bit of a ridge in between these two areas, and it doesn't look like we're going to tap this area of cooler air, this cool pool of air that's sitting around over eastern Canada and kind of the northern part of the Great Lakes. That may head in our direction next week. We'll definitely tap a piece of it. How cold we get is still to be determined, and whether we see any flurries out of this is also still to be determined. But we'll have to come back on Monday, check out my forecast on Monday to see that. There's definitely some non-clarity on exactly how this is going to evolve out. I do think we'll touch a piece of it. Wouldn't be shocked if we saw a flurry next week, but we'll have to see what happens as we go forward. So here's what's left of our front. We have yet another wave of low pressure trying to ride up along it. That will move things actually a little bit to the east and should shut off our rain, at least this morning. Clouds will definitely linger through a lot of the day, but by this afternoon, we should see a few peaks of sun. And then you can see we do have this little area of dry air in between, a high pressure that's kind of nosing its way up. That's what's going to affect our weather tomorrow. So tomorrow will be quite sunny and quite warm, like I said, upper 60s for this time of year, which is relatively warm for this time of year. And then on Saturday, we do start to get into a little bit more of this upper level low. We get a piece of it, not the real heart of the cold air, but a piece of it as we go forward. If we want to take a look closer to home, you can see that back edge of that rain is moving, but we still got a little ways to go. This isn't super heavy rain, not nearly as heavy as last night, although still coming down at a decent clip. So if you're headed out to the bus early this morning, if you get this forecast right after it comes out, just be aware of those showers that are lingering. This should wrap up the rainfall. I would think would be done by 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock at the latest, I would think. And we'll just be the drizzle, and then we'll clear out pretty quickly afterwards. Not entirely clear, but clear, but at least some peaks of sun by this afternoon. All right, if we take a look at that overall forecast today, that morning rain, high around 60 degrees today. We start off pretty warm. We're actually in the 50s or around 50 degrees for most of us here in southern Vermont right now. Tonight, we do clear out. Temperatures fall back into the upper 30s. Tomorrow, like I said, pretty warm, pretty sunny tomorrow. I think it could be a couple of clouds around, but basically a sunny day. High temperatures around 67, so upper 60s. A few places might get 70 if you're in some of the valley locations. Clouds roll in on Saturday night as we do get a bit of a front, another kind of more of a trough to move through. That'll keep temperatures up in addition to those warmer temperatures, so temperatures in around 48 degrees. Sunday, that trough is moved through, and it moves in some cooler air as well as some clouds aloft. Temperatures will be about 10 degrees colder almost on Sunday than they were on Saturday in the upper 50s. This is more normal for where we are right about now this time of year. And then overnight, Sunday into Monday, again, the clouds start to linger. They may break up, not entirely cloudy Sunday night, but we're going to be in the upper. Thanks for joining me as we took a look at our weekend forecast for October 14th through the 16th. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel before, I would encourage you to do so, as it helps make sure you don't miss any of my videos. And also, I want to give a quick shout out to my patrons who help support what I do here at the West River Weather Guy. If you're interested in knowing what being a patron means, you can certainly follow me, follow the link in the description below, and that will help you discover what benefits you get by being a patron. All right, thanks for joining me. And like I said, I will be back on Monday with a look at your work week.